Scalfani here, and I gotta tell you, I'm a little bummed about the HexClad cookware. I don't plan on burning anything in those pans, so I still think they're gonna work good, but I know I burnt chocolate in my rock cookware and nothing happened. It came right, it rolled around and everything. Nothing got discolored or anything. So, you know what? I now am moving on to the knife set by HexClad. Okay? You guys looking for a knife set? This is, once again, great packaging, amazing packaging. Let me tell you about this knife set, okay? This knife set, well, come on in close so you can see what what it looks like. So this knife set here, you turn it around, you can see it says Japanese Damascus steel knife set. Now let's talk about this real quick. There's two types of knives that people use in the kitchen: German and Japanese. Japanese to me are kind of flimsy but razor sharp. They hold their edge the best. They're like swords, okay, in the kitchen. Then you got the German. German's a workhorse. They're strong. They got weight behind them. They cut basically, but just set the knife there and the weight of the knife will just cut right through the whatever you're cutting. So the German heavy duty steel, basically you'll find Damascus steel, right? Maybe I haven't looked hard enough, but I've never found Japanese Damascus steel. Those two usually don't go together that I've seen. Usually I've seen German Damascus steel. I'm kind of excited to look at these. Maybe these have been around and I've just never noticed, but usually the German ones with Damascus steel is like layer after layer after layer, like 60 layers, something crazy. So anyway, let's take a look and see what the Japanese Damascus steel looks like. So this is what I'm going to do. I want to talk to you about what I felt so far. The packaging, once again, Cadillac style packaging. Some of the best packaging I've seen on knives. The plastic was a good quality. The blade tip protectors were nice and firm. It was completely covered so you didn't accidentally cut yourself. Everything was done, A grade in the packaging. Like the same effect on the pots, the way they package their pots and pans. So let's look and see what we got. So this is a honing rod. This isn't to really sharpen your knife, but it's to put the edge back onto the knife. If you need to sharpen your knife, which means you need to kind of grind off a little bit of the metal and make it a little bit sharper, you're gonna have to use, like, you can use a whetstone, you can use a spinning wheel, you can do whatever. But this should be done before you cook. You sharpen your knife, put the edge back on. The edge is there, but you may have like one nick that you did cutting a turkey. So when you go across the rod, it straightens that back out. Make sure that your blade is as sharp as the day you sharpened it, okay? After a while, you have to resharpen it. But this gets done I do it every time I want to use a knife. Put it on the rod just to make sure it's all perfect. Now, this is Tammy's favorite knife. This is the Santoku knife. She loves it. It's her all-purpose go-to knife. She cuts with this all the time. Usually you see little divots. This one doesn't have it. But I have to tell you, I felt these knives. The reason I like German over Japanese is because of the weight, the solidness that the German knives have. This has it. These feel like German knives, but they're not. The Japanese, because it says, but they feel like German knives. The weight behind it, I'm really liking that. And then this is your bread knife. And I also use this. We're going to try it out. This is really good for slicing tomatoes. I don't know who told me that, but ever since I was told that, we've been doing that. All right, here's the chef knife. And this is the one I use most of all. If I need a little bit of a longer reach, or when I'm pulling back and I need the longer blade, I'll go with the chef knife. This one here is kind of, I don't know if they call it a utility knife or what. This is kind of your all-purpose knife, all right? And this is for just cutting things on the quick. That's how I explain it. Okay, when you just need to cut something really quick, slicing a sandwich in half, whatever, this is perfect. And then this one, I love the paring knife. I don't pare apples. I don't pare pears. I don't use the paring knife for paring anything. This is great for opening packages. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I use that one to cut the tape. But it's a beautiful knife. It feels like it's just built well. All of them feel really, really good. They all feel like they're one unit. Let's see what the, yeah, I love the green woodish look. I don't know if it's real wood or not. Probably not. But it's got a great feel and it's got a great weight. You guys would really like this in your hand. So let's go through our regular tests. And yes, I picked up a pineapple last night. So we're going to try to destroy one of those too. So let's go get our vegetables and we'll do some cutting and see how it works. Okay guys, first knife we're going to do is the bread knife. And I like to see how thin I can slice the tomato. But the bread knife, if you look at the knives, you can see the Damascus steel layers. It's hard to see on camera, but up close with the naked eye, you can see how it's definitely got layer after layer of steel. Very cool. All right, here we go. Some nice slicing. It literally, guys, it really cuts well. That's the perfect one right there. Look at that. It really cuts well. The next knife I want to check out is the whoops. Yeah, let's do the we'll save the chef knife we're going to save for later. So let's do the Santoku. We're going to do this one right here, okay? And it's beautiful. Man, it feels great. So that first knife worked really well. I'd clean this carrot before I cut it up, but I want to show it cut through all its glory here. Through the dirt, the grime, the roots, everything. I'm not going to clean it up. I'm literally, and most people I know cut this front half of the knife. And most of your power is right here. Okay? So I always use the back half of the knife. Oh, that was like butter. Really? There we go. All right, here we go. Just going after it. Perfect. Okay, guys. The chef knife we're going to use for the pineapple, so we're not going to touch the chef knife. So we're going to use the all-purpose, okay? Your utility knife, and chances are you want to cut the... Oh my gosh, that works so good. Celery is very stringy, so the better it cuts on celery, the better it is. Yeah, that's just easy. Look at that. That is just non-stop. Right there. There we go. And then I'm going to bring that paring knife in because I know the paring knife is just as good as the all utility. I just want to show you really quick. Look at that. That is just beautiful. Alright guys, as always, we take the chef knife or the bread knife, one of the knives. We cut through a pineapple. That started on the Miracle Blades version 3. That was the first time I reviewed knives ever on the show. You guys ready? Ready? 1, 2. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. The last few times, we're going to catch this on camera when this whole pot rack comes down on me. You're going to see it live on the show. My dog's trying to get in here. But anyway, it worked. Beautiful. That went right through without any effort. Right there. Nice and clean. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye. What? My dog's freaking out right now. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? What? 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 I'm talking about knives. You want a knife?